Most people drift through life only reacting to the things around them, and their direction is purely determined by cause and effect. People think that just because they graduated high school, that college is the next best option for them, or that their job and income are determined by the effect of their family, grades, or class. People learn to rely on systems that were meant to create factory workers. The systems the government put in place to control our lives and keep us from knowing how we can achieve fulfillment and complete financial freedom. Back in 2022 and 2023, when looks maxing was gaining popularity, there was another massive trend following: the self-improvement / financial freedom content niche. Not to say this niche didn't exist beforehand, but for once in American history, the younger generation started understanding that there was a better life. A life full of control. For the first time, young people realized you didn't need a corporation's permission to build wealth or freedom for yourself. They started taking what it means to be successful into their own hands. We see a massive amount of young people wanting to achieve freedom and wanting to build businesses and communities. The first thing I would do if I started from the bottom again is to start hitting the gym consistently. Learning how to discipline your body and mind alike is one of the best ways to strengthen control overall. Discipline teaches you to take action even when control feels impossible. Because when you force your mind to make conscious decisions that are hard, you build the ability to take action on the things you want to control. If you never make the hard decisions for yourself, then you can never create opportunities that put you in control. Because others will lead you to a path of blindness. It's not an intentional psychological trick that's being played on you. It's just simply the life of someone who drifts through reality. They only move when they have to. They only speak when it applies to them. They only change when push comes to shove. They don't do it to create a better life. They do it just to feel comfortable, just to keep their situation at baseline. And the longer you live comfortably, the more ignorant you become towards things that build fulfillment like discipline, mental clarity, and health. The second thing I would do to build more control in life is being a leader. Leading allows you to control the outcome of a final product, which can be a direct way to rewire your mind for consistent, conscious decisions. The biggest struggle in leading is finding people to lead. If you're out of the education system, it's very likely you do not find yourself in leadership positions. The best way I found myself being forced into a leadership position was at my job. I am a caregiver at an assisted living facility, and I have to lead a lot of elderly people with dementia. Every single day, I care for multiple people, and I have to take control of their lives. And I decide what's best for them. As the caregiver to these residents, their well-being is put into my hands, and that's a huge responsibility. And nothing has taught me leadership more than caring for others. Maybe you have a younger sibling in your life. You don't necessarily have to wipe their butt and brush their teeth like I do, but you can facilitate an activity with them where you're the leader. And even that small role builds confidence. But someone who just drifts through life is affected by the leader, and the leader is the cause. You need to be the cause. You have to build the confidence to be in control. And the best way to do that is to be a leader. If you also struggle with your confidence, check out my last video in the card above. The third and final way to take control of your life is by optimizing what you consume. This is essentially learning how to control your environment. Your environment is likely the biggest reason you lack control. And an environment goes beyond just what your physical space literally looks like. Remember, your brain uses all of its senses to interpret your environment. Not only that, it also uses its emotions. Setting your environment up for you to succeed is one of the best ways that you can create control over your life. Creating physical boundaries between you and your distractions is key. Put your phone in the other room. Throw the junk food in the garbage. Put the notebook on your desk. Turn the Instagram notifications off. All these things are examples of how you can control your environment to control the outcome of your life. I cannot stress enough how important it is to put physical boundaries between you and the things that cause you to drift through life. If you lack the ability to control yourself, then you cannot rely on your willpower. So you have to rely on your environment to keep you in check. If you're trying to sit down and do work, but your room is messy and your phone is buzzing in the corner, your brain stays in the distraction loop. Well, that's about all I got to say today. If you'd hit that like button and leave a comment about how you've been struggling staying in control, that would be nice. Thank you. Have a good day.